So my girlfriend got me a 3D pen as a gift, and I thought what better way to test it out than in a YouTube video. Now if you aren't familiar with a 3D pen, allow me to take a minute to explain what it is. So basically it's this electric pen that you fill with colored plastic filament, and it allows you to create three-dimensional creations and sculptures. You basically use melted plastic to create anything you want, and it could be a three-dimensional object. There's many examples online of using them, and they actually look like a lot of fun. So I've actually been meaning to get my hands on one of these for quite a while. I was very curious to try making 3D sculptures and that, but I just never got around to it. So actually it turned out to be a pretty good gift idea. The box came with a decent amount of colors of filament, very small amounts, but just enough to test it out, get started. It definitely took some getting used to use this 3D pen, but after a couple tries I think I was starting to get the hang of it. It just tends to come out of the pen at a sort of really fast speed, so you kind of have to move quick with what you're doing because it turns solid pretty quick. I just started practicing with some basic shapes. So the first thing I thought of making easy enough would just be to make a cube. So I made some flat squares using my marked pad to make them even, and then I glued them together to make a tiny little cube.
Wow!
Next, I tried filling it in just to get an idea of how much material it takes to create a full, solid, filled object, and to just get an idea of the strength of the material once it's fully cooled. And just like that, I had myself a weird, lumpy cube, sort of like a hay bale. The plastic was actually quite tough, like it seems like you actually can make some really solid pieces using this stuff. After finishing that little obtuse cube, I thought I'd take it up a notch and do something more interesting, so I would make a TNT crate from Crash Bandicoot. One thing I did different this time is when I created the squares flat, I decided to fill them in flat too, because I figured it would look much neater, and I thought I'd have a much easier time molding the pieces together. I would use a darker red color to fill the main faces of the box, and then I'd use a lighter red color to make the boards that would glue the faces of the box together. Just trying my best to match the colors of the box in the video game. This is actually where I started to have a lot of fun using this 3D pen. I have like no experience with sculpting, and I think this is a good way to start learning how to sculpt if you have no experience. After about 40 minutes, this was the end result, and it actually looked pretty cool. It looked pretty similar to the box. The only thing was unfortunately I ran out of filament for the rest. So yeah, but it looks pretty cool, and maybe once I get more filament I'll finish it later. I decided to continue borrowing my inspiration from video games, so next I decided I was going to create a little Fall Guy from the Fall Guys video game. Now I was a little intimidated by creating a spherical shaped object, so I kind of cheated a little bit. I went and picked up some Kinder Surprise eggs and thought I'd use the little toy container as the base for his body, because I mean it's almost exactly the same shape as a Fall Guy, so I figured perfect, I'll just wrap the filament around the toy container. And at the same time I'll end up using a lot less filament and have a lot left over. Despite that, it seemed even with using less filament, I did need all three of the pink colors in the set that I got to fill this Fall Guy and to get all of his parts, like his arms and his legs. And even despite having just barely enough to do that, it seemed right as I was approaching the finish line and about to be done with him, I ran into a little unexpected problem. Wait, no. No, did I break it? There's no way. Bruh. Hey babe, I broke the 3D pen.
You broke it?
Yeah, I broke it.
You broke it?
Yeah, can I get another one?
Okay.
Cool, thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
So my lovely girlfriend comes to the rescue and she gets me another 3D pen. This one just as nice, and honestly I like black more than the white color, I'd say, so I'm happy with it anyway. But not only that, but she also got me a massive bag of filament with a bunch of different colors, way more than that was included with the original one. Just so, I'm so thankful. Thanks.
Okay. You're welcome.
Let's give this another try.
I'm lost in a city, still so far from home. I've searched for you all my life. Cast out like a shadow, racing towards the light. I pray to see you one more.
Alright, I finally managed to finish my Fall Guy. He's got a bit of broad shoulders, but he definitely looks like a Fall Guy. Alright, next creation. Next I wanted to redeem myself on that TNT crate, so next I was going to make a Nitro crate from Crash Bandicoot. Alright, the box looks great. Now I just have to add the letters. Alright, seems the practice helps. This looks way better than the TNT crate. This looks just like the Nitro box from the game. Next creation. Lastly, since I made a Fall Guy, I thought I'd create something from the game that killed Fall Guy's popularity, so I'd make a crew member from the game Among Us. Alright, I'm all done my crew member, and he looks a little sus. Just kidding, he looks great. I'm really happy with how he turned out. I even managed to get the shine on his helmet using the white filament. Well, that's the last thing I'm making. And now it's time to show off all my creations.
You want me, beating on the floor for you, but I fell free the second that you left the room. I'm taking back my life. All you did was use it. You're breaking your
Anyways guys, thanks for watching, and until next time, keep on drawing. See you later.
Now I'm coming back to